Hello, Nancy here, and today I want to teach you how to do a garter stitch seam. This is often referred to a mattress stitch seam, but it's not really mattress stitch. You do it a little differently on a garter or reverse stockinette than you would on a stockinette piece. The difference is that you're not going between stitches. You're more or less riding the stitch so that it maintains an invisible pattern. It's referred to as weaving, and I would say that's more appropriate. A lot of people have trouble with garter stitch, and it really isn't that difficult. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to join these two pieces together. I just get them together, okay? I go as low as I can. Some people use the working yarn that from the tail that's attached. I don't do that. I want fresh yarn. I think that yarn's had a beating as it's been held onto your knitting the whole time, so I just start out with fresh yarn whenever possible. Alright, so I've attached it. I probably could have gone a little lower on that one piece, so I'm probably going to pull that side out. You just want it as low as possible. You can neaten that up when you're all done. And the secret of seams always is to count your rows so you have the same number on both sides and you won't have any problems. That's really the trick. Okay. Alright. I'm using a different color yarn so that you can see what I'm doing. Alright. We are going to reach over onto this side right here. And do you see this upside down dome right here? We're going, it's the smile, okay? Look at it that way, it's a smile, okay? Then I'm going to reach over here onto this side, and I'm going to find a frown, okay? There is our frown, okay? Okay, now I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go under a smile. Basically what you're doing is you are going along the edge on one side and in one stitch on the other side. Okay, so we're going to go onto this side and we're going with the frown. Okay, can you see that there? How that's down like a frown and this side is a smile. It's probably the easiest way I can remember it. Some people go right on the edge, double edge. It's pretty flimsy if you do that. I guess I agree with the Knitters Guild. It's probably better to go in one whole stitch on one side because it can get really flimsy. And if you do choose to do that, you probably want to flip it over and do a whip stitch just to give it a little extra security, or at least a sense of security. Never ever pull your seams too tight. If you do, they look awful. Alright, so we're going to go up one more here, okay? See how this is just blending in with the rest of the fabric? Okay. Even though it's gray, you can see it's following the same pattern as your garter stitch. Okay, so we're going, there's our smile, there's our frown, there's the smile, there's the frown, okay? And it's a good way to remember it anyways. Okay, there's the smile. I tell you that so if you know if you're doing two frowns or two smiles across from each other, you've missed something. Okay. I encourage you to do swatches and practice seams. They really are not difficult. They're fun. I think it's fun to put your work together and see the end result. Okay, so there is our last smile. And there's our last frown. Okay. And there you go. Now what I'm going to do down here, I'll show you very quickly. Oops, sliding off my little table here. what works really nice here is if you do a little bit of a figure eight. Okay, so if you just go back in this side here, just to make it look like this has been going on the whole time, and this was made one solid piece of fabric and nobody is gonna know. How about that? That's how you do invisible weaving a seam on garter stitch.